This is Patty, the adopted Bolivian traveling with me from Argentina to Alaska. This is just a mild adventure until I add Tori to the mix. She's the Tuk Tuk going places no other three-wheeled vehicle has ever been, and I'm documenting these girls and their journey, or at least I'm trying to. Nonetheless, we've got more issues than a dodgy drone pilot. Altitude, animals, and authority all try to get in our way, but the bottom of Argentina awaits, and we won't be stopped. This is the three-wheel dream.
What a day, what a day. I've just packed up the room. Patty is ready. The tuk-tuk's all packed up, ready to go. Patty's just the last item to get the tuk-tuk. She's far more confident on the stairs now after we've been here a couple of days. Proud of her. She's really intelligent and learns really quick. Mira, ay, el torito. Patty, please. Good girl. We're off to the races. Today, we're trying to get to Sucre, the capital city of Bolivia. It's about 3 hours by car, so we'll call it 5 hours by tuk-tuk. Check it out, Patty. We're off on the road. Loving it. She runs like a dream. It's gonna be a nice drive heading just out of this beautiful town that I've been in. So many people in traditional dresses as well in this town. You can just see the culture amongst it with a bit of live music in the streets and in the plazas. Everyone's just chilling out. No one really stays inside. Everyone's out in their front doorstep chatting in the street, things like that. It's really cool. And we're getting these amazing looks at like, what the fuck is a tuk-tuk doing in my town? Just, we don't have deserts like this in Australia, so it's all so new to me. The mountain and cactus type scenery, it's a good time. It's a really good time. But we're back on the road and I'm so happy for it. Man, I'm so happy to rest and I'm so happy to get back on the road. Just in love with the process. In love with the process. What do you think? I'm happy. You happy? Looks happy to me. The van that just drove past gave me a little blink of the lights. Don't know what that was about. Oh, that's what he could be trying to warn me about. Bulls on the highway and traditional dressed Bolivian ladies on the left as well. That had it all going on. It's just so wholesome out here. I'm in this part of the world, or part of Bolivia, where I'm just getting waves and smiles from everybody that I pass. So this is awesome. Everybody's just rubbernecking, like they'll just do a turn like that. Patty somehow has taken her third ship for the day. Proud of her. She's living wild and free. This highway is pretty deserted, so we got no issues with cars. And she's pretty responsive. She's getting better, but she's already pretty responsive. So yeah, we stopped here so she can run down this trail she's found. Good on her. Cool down Tori, just have a break. Let Patty just use the bathroom. What do you mean? How do you take a fourth one? That's madness. You just weren't finished on the other side of the road? Hey, is it hot? Patty? Nah. Nah, that's the climate around here. Like, it looks like it should be absolutely steaming in like desert cactus country, but what, I don't know what's going on. She's doing another one. Cutie, ¿estás bien? Patty, come here. Good girl. There's a car coming. Good girl. Good girl. She's really going through it. She just took probably a seventh little worm. I've got a good contact, a good vet contact. And yeah, almost every week we're contacting him saying, yo, this is happening, what do we do? Here's photos of what's going on here. What's the go with this? You kind of ready? Or I feel like you're not. I don't know. Proud of you. Just while the trucks and cars are coming, girl, you gotta stay with me. Chucky had a huge smile on his face. Ah, man, I'm spreading joy in the world, apparently, with this cutie. And a tuk-tuk. What a day, what a day. Yo, that's a condor! Ew! Beautiful! Beautiful! Got the downhill, hitting new max speed. Slow down there, Tori. Sensational! Haha! Bravo! How gorgeous is that? That is epic. That is so good. So good, Patty. What do you think? Man, that is epic. That is a sight. We're in some beautiful part of the country of Bolivia right now. It's epic. Absolutely eating it up. Eyes are feasting. Especially with no window, like no glass. separating me from the what the fuck is going on? What am I witnessing? There's so much going on. Got pigs. Check out these goats. Oh shit. Pardon me. Trying to record and drive doesn't work. This town is a vibe. If it wasn't so early on in the day, I'd probably ask a local to just camp in their backyard to live up the town experience a little bit more. But there'll be plenty of towns with vibes like that. We're currently doing the first drone fly since the accident.
Welcome, stranger.
Give us your tired impulse.
All those in me. Oh, dreamer.
Teach us to dream again.
Oh, children.
We wanna see again.
Oh, what a beautiful world. What a beautiful world. Oh,
Patty, what do you think? This is insane, girl. Where the frick are we? Oh, check that out. We got Tory. And just the cleanest view of this mountain, like a huge river. Gorgeous town going on down there. Yeah, you're just checking out the view. Like, look at that. I'm gonna try to do like a ooh, sweet. It's time for second gear, I think. You would absolutely hate to roll a Tuk Tuk down that bad boy, that's for sure. So we just hit the town of Sarima. It was a named location on the map, so looks like we'll be able to find some kind of food here. That sign back there said there's gasoline and this thing called coca, which is like a leaf popular in this area. Bolivians chew it in their cheek to keep them awake. It's the same plant that cocaine is made out of. It's the only country in the world where I believe the leaf is legal to grow, but obviously not the process in creating the drug. Righto. Hola amigo. ¿Dónde hay almuerzo? Gracias. Hola Perita. ¿Qué piensas, Patty? ¿Es una amiga? Good job. You've been great today. You've been so good. You're in some type of mood, hey buddy. Hola, sí. We've just sat down and across the road we're already getting like stares. We're already the talk of the town. Trying to not make too much of a scene, but it is what it is. My guy's rounding up some piglets in the street with rocks. That was wholesome. And they're not speaking Spanish with each other either. They're speaking Quechua. We can get by in Spanish quite easily, but we just don't know what other people are saying about us, do we, Patty? I brought the bowl over for Patty to have some water, and look, they got her water. That's so nice. That's a plate, man. That's a nice little soup. Fantastic. What do you think? I think I'm eating good, man. Just a good vibe in this town, man. No tan intenso, Patty. Staunch. Qué bonita. ¿Hay un nombre?
No, todavía.
Todavía no. She bought a goat for like $3 US. That's so good. I thought there was something going on in this car. I just was sitting beside it the whole time. It's having a little noise that it's got going. And then when she came over and just pulled it out of the car, I was like, yeah, fair enough, makes sense. I didn't think there was a goat in the car. ¿Y cuánto cuesta de todo?
12 bolivianos.
Gracias. That meal was fucking $2. That is unreal. I love the suburbs. The rural towns absolutely go so hard. A little fruit market of like 20 people all sitting down and just having a good laugh at me come through. That was hilarious. Nah, I got tears in my eyes. Just vibing in the mountains. It's like I'm like, hold on a minute. Like it's the Truman Show or some shit. Driving through towns, people giving me high five, like not high fives, I'm driving, but like thumbs up and waves and head nods, huge smiles. And the music, I'm just fully vibing. I'm appreciative as heck for life right now. Wow, where are we, man? Yo, I don't know where we are, but it's freaking gorgeous.
Come every weary soul, find your haven. Liberty is for all who can breathe free. Oh, dreamer,
Muéstranos la verdad.
oh, children.
Queremos la verdad.
Oh, what a beautiful world.
That is it, eh? Look at where the heck we're at. This is wild, man. We're just up in the mountains somewhere. We come from somewhere down there. Tori is absolutely chomping up this mountain. We're pretty much at the top here, and it is a gorgeous view. What do you think? Yeah. Shall we, Patty? Place? You're killing it. You're showing off now. Just because the camera's here, aren't you? Check that out. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it. Golly. Next curve. But look at that. See that cluster of houses and buildings and things? I think that's Sucre. I think that's the capital city. I really don't know what I was expecting, but if that's that's epic. Perched on top of the mountains. You absolutely find street dogs everywhere. We got one cutie right there. How you doing? From what I've heard is, I'm getting nervous because there's a car around, but tens of thousands of people are gonna see this. Whatever, okay. So behind me, there's a heap of buildings. I think it's Sucre. It looks like a city. And from what I've heard as well, there's no tuk-tuks in Sucre. So the same looks that we've been getting the whole way, we're gonna get the same, but potentially more because it's a city. And if people are watching the news here in Bolivia, potentially we may get more funky looks. What do you reckon? They're all buildings, ladies and gentlemen. That's wild. Wild. Come on.
Still to this day, I have no idea what I was told by the police officer, and the audio was muffled, but I know he said a lot more than pass on through. And with the dog barking increasing the chaos of the confrontation, there was a lot happening, to say the least. Like, just look at my facial expression.
That was the police. I don't know what they wanted. I don't think they wanted anything. Yo, that was the police, for sure. I didn't understand a word that he said. He just waved me, and I guess I'm keeping on going. He was a one-man army. I thought about this ahead of time. I was like, it's a Sunday, so the border patrols aren't gonna be so heavy. I thought he told me to stop up ahead and talk to another guy. There wasn't another guy, and that's it. The notorious police and the YouTuber crossover content. Yeah, that came out of nowhere. It is what it is. What a day, what a day. We made it to Sucre. That was a good stop, wasn't it? Quite productive, Patty. Water stop. Got the jackets on now. When I put my jacket on, I put her jacket on too, because she seems like she gets colder than I do, to be honest. Cutie. So we found a spot. Looks like we're camping in a designated campground somewhere close to the center of the city, which is pretty cool. Still camping, so it's our vibe. And at the same time, we still get a feel for what Sucre is. That was close. This is epic, man. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know. I just don't think you can compare it to anything. I think I'm always trying to merge two cities that I've been to say, oh, it's like this and that. But no, it's better to be like, no, this is Sucre and this is gorgeous. By the way, we're at about 2,700 meter elevation. So Tori's killing it. I've made no adjustments whatsoever since Santa Cruz. She's doing well, and I can understand the cold now. I think it's fair enough, Patty, that you're living in a jacket 12 hours of a day. Yeah, cities do make me feel a kind of way, and I'm feeling that right now. I think it's always just a bit nervous when you rock up into a capital city, especially as a foreigner driving into it. Probably the first time I've ever driven into a capital city outside of Australia by myself. This is quite interesting. Just a bit of a daunting experience as well, getting to know everything and what's the go, how things are, but we'll figure it out soon enough. So I believe we're almost in the center. This is kind of how it's looking. it's a city, but it's still a foreign city, so should be a good time. Where do we just go? I think I missed the turn, so we're heading up a side street trying to find the place we're going to. We'll get there eventually though. I'm in no rush. So we arrived, Paddy and the Tuk Tuk, and the place is just behind us. I haven't called ahead or anything, so we're just gonna wait for them to turn up because there's another couple inside that are camping also, but they just said the owners went out, so yeah, all we can do is just wait and take Paddy for a walk within eyesight of the Tuk Tuk, of course, since my house is literally in there and my car alarm is out on the trot with me.
Tori will get a well-needed rest after such an increase in altitude, with Paddy and I going exploring in the morning. We visit the biggest market in Bolivia's capital and have more issues with potential scammers. With us quickly getting fed up with the chaotic city life, we choose to leave late, which forces us to find camping refuge at dusk. Also has been mentioned to us before as a bad idea. We live, we learn, we get amongst it.